So in this video, I'm going to let you know what you can expect if you're hoping to visit Mallorca in March 2025. We're going to be talking about the weather. We're going to be talking about what you can expect coming into the island if you're coming through the airports, how to get around the island at this time of year, and what the resorts are like too. Plus, we're going to take a look at some key events taking place. But we're going to start this video over on the far side of Son Matias Beach. I'm over here in Palma Nova. You can see we've got a mixture of sunshine and rain and clouds over here today. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the weather over here in Mallorca in March. If you're coming over to the island, don't expect it to be sunny every single day in March. And well, the temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler than you can expect if you're visiting in, say, May or June. We have had some absolutely amazing weather during January and February. It's been far too warm actually, and you may well have seen my video filmed over in Puerto Poyensa just the other day when we had highs of 18 degrees Celsius. Do not be surprised if you do get highs of around 20 degrees Celsius in March. However, if you are hoping to come over, just be prepared for unpredictable weather, be prepared for storms, be prepared for clouds, be prepared for some rain, and also some quite dramatic rain too. But the good news is that whenever we do have bad weather over here in Mallorca, it does tend to clear up quite quickly, and well, that sunshine does come out again soon. So anyway, let's make our way down along the beach and let's talk more about what you can expect if you're coming into Palma Airport during the month of March. So if you're flying into Palma Airport during the month of March, well, you're going to know that we've got some full-scale renovations taking place over at the airport. Go and check out my flight video filmed right at the end of February. You're going to see what the airport is going to be like, and also my return flight as well. You can see what the walk from landing in Palma Airport is going to be like coming into the arrivals area. Also, British passport holders, be prepared for long queues at border control, either entering or leaving Mallorca. This was my experience in February, so check out the video which I'll link below to find out more, but apparently this isn't a daily occurrence. I always say it, if you do have mobility issues, particularly at this time of year, particularly with the longer walks through the airport, do make sure you book yourself some special assistance. When you come through to the luggage hall as well, on exit from that luggage hall, you're also going to find the taxi rank. At this time of year, there's going to be no problems with availability for taxis, but it is going to be your most expensive way to get out to wherever you're going, because if you are arriving into Palma Airport, don't forget that we've got a fantastic public bus system at the airport. The A11 bus, the direct bus to the resorts over here in the southwest, so over here to Palma Nova and Magaluf and Santa Ponsa, is already running. So you just need to get the A11 TIB bus, and that brings you down to the southwest. For anywhere else on the island, you need to get the blue and green A1 EMT bus into Palma bus station and change onto one of the red and yellow TIB buses, and that will get you to basically anywhere else on the island. Now, fares are going to be in the region of around, I'd say around €5 per person. If there are a group of you travelling, then it may well just be worth your while to get a taxi. But the buses are really cheap and they're really easy to use, and at this time of year, they shouldn't be too busy either. Also, regarding getting around the island too, a car hire during the month of March is going to be a little bit cheaper, and also you're going to benefit from having free car parking in most of the car parks around the island. And we're talking about in the resorts at the moment. In Palma, of course, you have to pay for parking, but any of the parkings around the Calvia area, Puerto Poyensa, or in any other resort is going to be free at this time of year, apart from maybe Port de Soller. Okay, so one thing I'm being asked quite a lot at the moment is, when is the official season start over here in Mallorca? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is it's not in March. Now, the official season start is really the 1st of May, but we're going to start to find pretty much everything open during the month of April, except for beach services across the island. But as we head on throughout late March, we're going to see things opening up a little bit more in the major resorts. Now, I'm down here in Palma Nova. We're going to take a walk along the waterfront in just a second. second, but we're going to start to see some of these main restaurants, these big waterfront restaurants opening up towards the end of March. And indeed, we're going to see the slow rollout of some of the really big hotels down here. I know the Son Matias Beach Hotel is opening up mid-March too, and we already see the Globales Santa Lucia open already now, even before we get into March. You're going to find this throughout the island. There are going to be increasingly more places to stay during March than you're going to find in February. But what else can you expect in the resorts? Well, you can probably hear the gentle sound of drilling taking place behind me, because we're seeing the final renovations taking place on the islands before the season starts. And over here in Palma Nova, we can see we've got quite a few building works taking place over at the Comodoro Playa, as indeed we're seeing in major hotels around the island too. But none more so than the huge building site that we have currently down on the Paseo Maritimo, which is the main waterfront road that runs along the front of Palma. Now, they've just taken down the two main bridges over there. The whole area is a bit of a mess, but I took a walk down there just a couple of days ago just to give you an update from the main hotels. If you're coming over to Palma during the month of March, you can take a look at what the building works are like around some of the key hotels in that area, and here they are. Okay, so the first hotel that we're going to look at is the Gran Meliá Victoria. It is open. I can see somebody on the balcony. Now, what are the works like down here? And we are in February 2025. It's a bit noisy, I'm afraid. I can see workmen by the swimming pool. Maybe it's a workman I saw it in a hotel room and it's not open. Yeah, no, it can't be open. My goodness, they've got some major building works going on here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be open for the beginning of the season. Now, we are in a neighbourhood here which is home to other hotels. We've got another big Meliá hotel right next door. That is open. There are tables and chairs outside. The building works we can see to the left. I'm just going to pan the camera around. They're not too far away. They are just outside, and of course we do have building works here going on across the road too, along the waterfront. It is nice to see this area opening up though. Look, they've got the boutique gelato ice cream shop and a bar open right next to this huge Meliá hotel, which is right outside of Gamila. Let's keep heading along. I want to show you what the works look like outside the other major hotels too. So the hotel that we've just passed here, it is the Meliá Palma Marina Hotel. We can see today that we've got a few works going on across the road. It's not too noisy, but it's the other side of the road where they do have quite a considerable amount of work to get done. But look at the difference along here. I mean, look, you've got this whole new area of flooring here, and it's very flat, it's very level, it's very accessible too. Looks great actually. So we're just coming up past the auditorium here. We've got plenty of fantastic shows and concerts that take place here. You may well see some advertised on social media. Look, just looking to my left, look, right outside the excursions offices here. It's looking like pretty much the works have just started. So I can't even get across the road onto the other side of the road to show you the works that are going on down here. It's pretty much completely cordoned off to pedestrians. But when the works are finished, we're going to have a lovely walkway here heading all the way down towards the port, which is further down on my right-hand side in the direction that we've just come in. For now, if you are arriving on the cruise, I pretty much guarantee they're going to be busing you into the centre. There's also a bus as well. You can get there. I think it's the number one bus that will take you into the town centre if you're getting public transport. But I think the cruise lines will be whisking you guys past all these works here and getting you into the centre of Palma. So we're just coming up to our next cluster of hotels here. We're outside the Hotel Palma Belvedere. We're also right next door to the Mirador Hotel too, and a little bit further down with the blue glass you can see the Costa Azul. And if I just look across the road, because I do know that a few viewers may be coming in for a Palma City Sightseeing trip. Will these works affect your stay? Let's have a look. So there is still a lot to do across the road here from these from these 3 hotels, but the machinery isn't in action at the moment as I'm filming this. It is also lunchtime, so I'm guessing it's a case of diggers down and they're tucking into their lunch. But the biggest noise I think you're going to get from here is really the traffic coming along the Paseo, and I'm pretty sure that these hotel rooms do have double glazing, but it's not as messy as it was last year. Obviously they've got this side of the road done, which I'm on here too. You've also got a bus stop outside as well, which will come down from Plaza España. It's the number 1 bus, which is fantastic. But yeah, looking across the road, it's a little bit hard to tell what the noise levels will be like, but all I can see is that they do have still a lot to do across the road, but at least it's not as close to the hotel as it was at this time last year. I'm just showing you a view here from the Costa Azul as well. Got yourself some nice views of the cathedral way off in the distance though. Don't forget, these works and these hotels are on the route for the Palma City Sightseeing bus, which has just gone flying past me. It does come up and down the Paseo Maritimo. If you do want to get tickets for that, check out the link in the description text below this video. And also you get to support the channel at no extra cost. Okay, so those works over in the Paseo Maritimo, they were due to finish in October 2024. They are now scheduled to finish in April 2025. Place your bets now as to whether you think they'll be done by then, but they are going to have the official inauguration in October of this year, which makes me suggest there's a little bit of leeway there in the whole finishing time. So if you do have a hotel booked over on the Paseo Maritimo in the next few months, make sure you check with the hotel with regards to the building works and the road works, and maybe they're going to accelerate really quickly just to get everything done before the beginning of the season, because it has looked a mess down there for quite a while, and I think everyone arriving into Palma, particularly over there in the ports, is going to want to see that waterfront area looking finished soon. And I will bring you updates from over there too, so don't forget to consider subscribing to the channel to get not just my updates from over there, but also from around the island too, as we go on throughout the summer. Okay, so what else have we got to look forward to during the month of March? Well, we're going to be having earlier sunrise times and later sunset times. So sunrise is going to be around 7:20ish. We're going to be rolling through the month of March and looking at a sunset time heading towards 7 p.m. So you're going to be able to make a little bit more out of your day than if you're visiting in other months during the winter. Also, I do have a warning for you as well if you're visiting Mallorca during the month of March. We still have those pesky processionary caterpillars around the pine trees as well, and not every single pine tree on the island has been able to be treated, even in the resorts as well. Big areas to watch out for are Ilietes. They do have considerable roadworks taking place around Ilietes, which is probably why the trees have not been treated. But look out as well in Santa Ponsa, Porto Poyensa, and just about any other resort where you have pine trees at this time of year. Also during the month, we're going to see those same pine trees pollinating, and it's a time of year where we get this huge amount of yellow pollen dust from the pine trees just blanketing these areas of the resorts. You'll see it on the streets. And also, because this pollen has been in the same trees as the processionary caterpillars, don't play with it, don't let kids play with it as well. You could get yourselves a nasty allergic reaction. However, there's still lots of fun to be had if you're visiting Mallorca in March. So what's on? Well, I've put together a few events for you. I've got them written down, and we're kicking off March with Balearic Day over here in Mallorca. Now that's a huge celebration that takes place in Palma. I have made a video over there about it before, but if you do miss out on Balearic Day and you do want to see something quite traditional, head over towards Marachi and Sacabaneta. Between the 1st and the 9th of March, we've got the the Fira de Fang. It's a huge pottery festival, and you're going to see everything from markets and also the Bal de Bot, the famous Mallorquin dancing, taking place in those areas. So look out for the local fairs. On the 17th of March is the big one over here in the southwest of Mallorca, taking place in Santa Ponsa. We've got St Patrick's Day, but the St Patrick's Day processions will be taking place on the 16th, on the Sunday, in the centre of Santa Ponsa. It will all be taking place at around lunchtime. We're going to see a live music stage, we're going to see processions taking place. It's really, really good fun, and I know as well that many of you are going to be coming over for it too. We're going to see some of those bars opening just for St Patrick's Day, and some will be closing down for a few more weeks and then reopening again in April. So it's not really an official season opening over in Santa Ponsa. We're going to see it all opening for St Patrick's Day, and then some things are going to close down again after. But it's a great event, so if you're over here, go and check it out. Also, running until the 13th of March throughout the island, we have Restaurant Week. Now, I did read about this, and it consists of 30 top restaurants offering very selective menu del dias, very selective menus. And the prices for these start at around €35. The cost for them goes up to about €60 per person, and you get to try out some really nice restaurants as well. So if you're over here, you might go and check those out. I do believe they're using locally sourced ingredients as well, so that might be quite a nice treat if you're over here on holiday. Okay everyone, so that's just a quick rundown about what you can expect if you're visiting Mallorca in March in 2025. Let me know if you're coming over to the island, let me know your experiences, and don't forget to come and share your photos over on the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook page. Don't forget, you can also find me on my Instagram page too, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. And I'm going to drop a couple of videos appearing both here and here on YouTube as well to help you out with your holiday. Thanks very much for watching everyone, and don't forget I'm going to be back in April as well, and for months leading through the summer, to let you know what you can expect before you come out for your holiday. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.